Hello, everybody. American Dufus Show. We're live Wednesday afternoon, the 11th of August, 2:47 p.m. in the afternoon. The National Emergency Broadcast System test initiated at 2:20. Quite honestly, it wasn't what I expected, at least what we received here. Knuckles, Henry, Philly Strong, what's up, everybody? Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments, if you would, if you received the test. Again, it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a standard emergency broadcast system test. That's not what happened here on the local stations that I can access where I'm at. There was the standard, the normal beeps, but there was no information broadcast either by text or by voice. Hello, Lang, DH. Hello. I have not gotten anything on my phone as of yet. Now, it said the test was going to run from 2:20 to 3:20. Which was, again, odd, unusual. But this is they're testing supposedly the phone systems. So because a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. A lot of people watch the American Doofus Show to find out what's going on in a 10 or 15 minute period instead of spending hours in front of a TV set. So I thank you all for that, honestly. Heard it 2:22 here in North Carolina. It was short on my TV. Yeah, it was really short. I thought it was shorter than the normal broadcast system alert. And again, there was no text. Usually, it came across the top that it was a test of the broadcast system one time, and then it disappeared, and the beeps came, and there was never any verification, I guess. If you're someone who's deaf, you may not have known it even happened. The TV went off, but nothing on the cell. Okay. Truthfully, I was knocked out, never noticed. I had a couple of things I had to take care of medically today, and my doctor walked in, and I had my cell phone up, and I don't know if I've still got the same thing up or not, but let me see. No, I don't. I was reading a YouTube channel listing that it was called Trump coup d'etat. And my doctor asked me what I was doing. I flipped the phone around. He said, Trump coup d'etat. And I started explaining, yeah, this is what all these people are talking about. And, I've got a YouTube show. I try to make people aware of what other people are talking about and what's going on, especially if there's potential dangers. And he had not heard of my doctor didn't know there was going to be an emergency alert at 2:20. He's former military. And we had a nice conversation about things. I babysit, and SpongeBob was interrupted at 2:20, just like the old days of the American broadcast system. Beep on Nickelodeon. Cool. I love SpongeBob. My kids, I've got grandkids now, and my kids grew up on SpongeBob. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the tree? SpongeBob, under the sea. Shit. Greetings, Nico. Knuckles again. T-Rex. I can't pass up a chance to be on your panel. Send me a link in time, please. We'll do, T-Rex. Sure, man. Love to have you. I'm going to do a panel Friday evening, and we're going to have T-Rex. We're going to have Knuckles, True Soldier, Young City, and we got room for maybe one more if somebody's interested. Send me an email if you want, americandufus@gmail.com. And we're just gonna, yeah, SpongeBob isn't what it seems. Just saying, yeah. Um, no test from Blue, Silver, Red, Gold. Um, so it's supposed to go on from now until 3:20, which again I found odd because normally the test it runs and then it's kind of forgotten about. So I'm but if they're trying to reach phones and they're having trouble, again, I did not receive. Well, hold on, I just received a no. I've not received any notification. I get notification of severe weather. I get notification of missing children, silver alerts if there's an elderly person that is missing. I get all those notifications. So my notifications is turned on. I just haven't got anything through my phone yet, and it may be my server. If has anyone got anything on their phone out of the people watching right now? Has AV reached out to me yet? No. Oh no. Oh, that's to Knuckles. I'm sorry. Uh, has anybody gotten anything on the phone? Nothing as of yet. No. Good. Because that was the whole purpose of this was to reach people by phone because a lot of people don't listen to the radio or watch TV anymore. So nothing yet. All right. Okay. Nope. BW, did you back up your content offline and set up at least 2 backup YouTube channels for when this one gets shut down? Yeah. uh, hey, if the people I've been pointing out what they're saying, if they do get into power, I will be shut down. I can guarantee you that. I might be. They might try to um, put me in prison even because I'm saying, what they're planning on doing if they go through with it is treasonous and sedition and a coup d'état. And if they are unsuccessful, um, it won't be Donald Trump that goes to prison over it. It'll be other people. But um, if they do attempt it and they are unsuccessful, there will be consequences. If they attempt it and they are successful, there'll be consequences for programs like this. I do keep my content backed up offline. Yes, I do. I don't have any backup channels at the moment. I think QAnon retreated again. I'm hoping that's the case. They have moved back. The big thing was Trump's going to be reinstated by noon on the 13th of August, which is Friday, 2 days from now. And that was my impersonation of an angry Mike Lindell, my pillow guy. Supposedly former user and distributor of crack cocaine. Some of the things he says makes you wonder how former that really is, but that's just my opinion. Some people would welcome Trump, Kelvin. Some people would welcome Trump. That's how this is even conceivable, is because there are a lot of people that are demanding Trump be reinstated. And by a lot, I mean more than 30 people sitting in a garage somewhere. Okay. So, I'm not here to, I don't slam people that have different opinions. Okay. There are plenty of shows that do that kind of stuff. This is just about pointing out what's going on, giving you stuff to think about, not telling you what to think or how to think. So, I'm not gonna be upset over you having a different opinion, Kelvin. Okay. And I'm cool with that. Checked all 6 cells and nothing has showed up yet. on them except weather. I got a weather alert. I got a weather alert because there's a severe storm line to my east and to my north. Uh, it's not going to hit me, but it was in my general area. So yeah, I did get a weather alert, and actually, I got a missing child alert a few days back. Thankfully, the child was found safe, but I haven't had anything on my phone about this emergency broadcast system. Um, hey there, Carpe Diem. Did you hear, Carpe? Did you get any notification on your phone from the emergency broadcast system? YouTubers that regularly get their channels shut down due to the strikes set up at least one backup YT channel so that their subs can just go to the second one when it happens and continue on without fuss. Okay, I'll consider doing that. I was going to set up a comedy channel and do voices and have cartoon characters and call it the Europeans, and have a German guy, a British guy, a Spanish guy. But it popped off of my TV at 2:30. I got pics of the whole thing. Cool, Ingrid. Talking about some weird stuff. Oh, I'm talking about some weird stuff, or the the test of the broadcast system was talking about some weird stuff, because we talk about weird stuff on here a lot. We talk about a lot of different things. We talk about. I used to talk a lot about trying to end racism, and now, with 40% of the country convinced there's no such thing as racism, I haven't been talking about ending racism for a while. But we are going to have a panel Friday night, and we are going to talk about issues, and again, I'd love to have Sissy or Carpe or Warrior Captain or Stephanie. I'd love to have any or all of you on to talk at any time. No notification, but I do need to update it, so perhaps that's why. I'll check with coworkers when I get back to the office. Thank you, Carpe. The EBS, I don't want to talk about on here because I can send pics if you got a Discord. Yeah, that's my concern, Knuckles. Yeah, Indrid, if you can send it to americandufus at gmail.com. That's odd because it didn't say anything on my TV. It just a green blue line came across the top, and I had just got back. From my procedures, and I had it on NBC, and it came across like at 2:20, and it just came across with a green line and the beeps, and it said national emergency test, and that was it, nothing, and it beeped and static for, I don't know, probably 15-20 seconds, and then the end beeps, and it went back to regular programming. So I switched to ABC and CBS. I caught the test on both of those as they were just a couple of minutes delayed. And again, I was in radio for a long time. Okay, so how it would work? The station I worked at was a lead station. Okay, I actually had one of the top morning shows in the state. I was number two to a couple of guys named Bob and Tom, if you ever heard of those guys. That's when all this was. But anyway, the emergency broadcast, and I used a different name. The emergency broadcast system would send the test, and we would broadcast the test, and then we would what was called send it down line. We would send it to other stations throughout the region for them to run it. So it didn't happen all at once. And so I was able to catch all three, ABC, CBS, and NBC, as the test has been disseminated. But we're now getting into 40 minutes, 42 minutes actually, after the test was launched. So it'll be interesting to see if it indeed starts popping up on phones. Actually, Matt Williams, I tried to take a picture of it, but it went away. Okay. T-Rex says Trump will take over the airwaves and tell the nation the election was rigged, and I'll be moving back into the White House on Friday the 13th. We'll find out if that's what happens. Actually, they pushed those dates back. They're not talking about the 13th so much anymore. They moved it to the 15th, and now they're saying the 20th, next Friday. And that's, this is how the Q community has been working for 4 or 5 years. They say something's going to happen. When it doesn't happen, they make an excuse for it not happening. And then, instead of dawning on them that, hey, maybe all this is just a big bunch of BS, they continue it on. And man, people are making money off of it. People are making tons of money off of it. So they'll want to continue it. As Knuckles said, they'll come up with something saying it didn't happen because of this or that. You guys won't believe me. I just got to show you the pic. Yeah. Ingrid, I'll believe you. Too crazy. Yeah. When I told my doctor looked at me like, and I said, "Oh, I don't believe this, but there are people that do, and a dangerous number of them." And my concern always has been that Trump appointed a lot of people between November 3rd, when he found out he lost, and before he left office on January 20th. Trump appointed a lot of people. Go look up the number of people and the number of people in key positions that are still there. So if those people are loyal to Trump, they could try to pull something off, without an uprising of the citizenry, just so long as enough citizens are like, hey, I don't care. Sure, put him in. I don't care. And that's called critical mass. When you reach critical mass and you are at the point where a tipping point where people would support a coup d'etat. And I really don't think we're there. I don't think we're even close to there. I think it's just a few people that are being really loud. But you can't totally ignore it, or you can totally ignore it. But if you totally ignore something, it generally ends up biting you in the ass. I just read online, and it says that you have to opt in or on your cell phone to get it. It just don't show up on your phone. Doomsday Cult Prophecy 101. Yeah, the email in the description will work. americandufus, all one word, at gmail.com, and it comes through encrypted. Matt Williams, yes, I was working and noticed my TV was quiet. I turned around and saw the broadcast system in blue, but it said something about the United States of America, and it was supposed to stop at 3:20. Okay, Indra did get it on the phone. I didn't opt in and I got it. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to stay on here just a few more minutes. Trump appointed Corey Lewandowski to a position at the Pentagon. That's interesting. Corey Lewandowski was one of Trump's main political advisors in the beginning, and he came on one of the shows on mainstream media because people were asking, well, where did all these Trump supporters come from before he announced he was running. And it was leaked that they were each paid $50 a piece to be there and to cheer as he rode down the escalator. And Corey Lewandowski was blamed for leaking that. So that was odd. That's odd. But again, Republicans tend to overlook things, especially if it will somehow benefit them in the future. I will do that, T-Rex. I'll research that. The other test they did with the cell phones was not an opt-in or out notification. It popped on everybody's phone. Okay. Maybe it's just my provider. Maybe my provider said, no, we're not going to share or provide, we're not going to share our information. Parias, hello. Again, if you're just joining us, hello, welcome. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. We talk about things on here and give people things to think about. We don't tell you what to think or how to think. I'm gonna move the camera here for just a second and show you a couple of things that that were on the YouTube here, if I can, and if I can hold it still enough. Back up a little bit, and you can see they're even saying a suitcase nuclear attack event. They were hoping that a nuke would go off in Washington, D.C. or in one of 3 cities in Dallas in order to create enough chaos to instigate the plan. One guy on here was saying, turn your phones off because the government is going to plant something on your phone. So, keep that in mind as well. Actually, I'm going to see if I can pull this back up. I'm going to play a little bit of this nuclear attack event. A little bit of the... Have you seen this space-age roofing product? A little bit of the content just to give you an idea of what was going on right before the test was supposed to happen.
So this is, he's going to look at what's called, let me get full screen for you, continuity of operations and continuity of government.
Just so you can see.
Intense show today. It's a good one. Okay. So continuity of operations, COOP, C-O-O-P, planning, has been utilized by the United States since the Cold War as an effort to preserve the continuity of government, COG, in the event of a nuclear attack. Again, as much as I thought that around January 20th that this stuff was...
Okay, you can go find that for yourself. It's called Nuclear Attack Event, and revealing groups of people are doing the devolution. And I want to talk about devolution for just a second here. What they mean by that is decentralizing the control of the government into smaller regional areas. Military, martial law, basically, is what they're trying to get to. So, okay, thanks, Ingrid. T-Rex, new video on a cop sicking a police dog on a handcuffed black man. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, we got to get that out. We're gonna draw attention to that. I'll look for that too. Let me pop over here real quick. Onto my email. Again, email is americandufus@gmail.com. And we'll see. We're not doing the panel till Friday. We're going to do the panel Friday at 8 p.m. And again, it's going to be, wow, that is different. It's going to be Young City. It's going to be Knuckles. Going to be now T-Rex. True Soldier. I'm going to try to, I'm going to reach out and see if I can't get our old friend, the Galaxy Rapper, to come on and talk with us a little bit about where we go from where we're at. All right. That is different. That is absolutely Inward, that's absolutely nothing like I saw on mine, or nothing like I've ever seen from a test. But, and again, this is, I'll have this all done better. Later on, we're doing this live, but you get an idea that it's just line after line after of data, which is honestly, it's a little bit concerning to me, because this isn't, um, that's really not normal for the test. But thank you for sharing that. And again, we're obviously live, so I'll do a recorded episode coming up in a little bit with information, and then we'll be back. We'll be back live tonight. I will. I'll pull it up, Enrid, and read what it says. Yeah. How is it race baiting if I point out something unjust happening to someone that just doesn't happen to have the same skin pigment I have? How is it race baiting? How is it not? Why is it not? This guy's got a good heart and he cares about people and don't want to see anybody get hurt. Because that's what it really is. That's what it really is. I'm not. Oh, the race baiting thing, and that's how we're at the spot we're at, where almost no white people trust almost no black people, almost no black people trust almost no white people. And man, we got so many in our country that are mixed race families, not necessarily just black and white, but mixed race families, and they are love, and they're in the middle of all of this hatred flowing from sad people. Because you gotta be sad. You gotta really feel bad about yourself to want to drag everybody else down to your level. Because people that feel good want to lift people up to a higher level, not drag people down into the muck. But I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry for you if that's what you are. I really do. And whether you want it or not, I'm going to pray for you, and I'm still going to love you. So, all right. Thank you. Steal my beats. Cassandra, that's what people say when they don't want to talk about truth. Try to really try to talk about truth. I really do love you, man. I really do. I love all of you watching this program. Please continue to keep watching, and we just do what we do. It's not, we don't have fights on here, man. There's pitting, tearing people down. That's but that's popular, and that makes money. So people watch it, and it's okay, but that's just not what we do here, and it's cool. I get notifications a lot from emails. Get a lot of email, believe it or not. And hey, you need to go watch such and such. He's saying this about this person, and I'll pop over for a second if I got nothing going on and look and see, and just shake my head and move on. The bots are learning. Okay, let me show you one more time, Sissy. I'll show you one more time. I'm getting ready to get off of here. Dims from Texas that fled are, yeah, I have heard that. Okay, real quick. The Texas state legislature was going to pass laws about what could be taught in school, and about voting, and about restricting voter access. And in order to stop them, the Democrats left the state. And all they did was delay the vote. And now they're potentially going to be arrested for I'm not the charge escapes me for it's something to do with continuity of government for jeopardize. I don't remember the exact words. I'll have it on the next thing. That's one reason I don't like doing a live, because if I get on something that I don't have the right wording, it gets pointed out later that, well, you didn't say this right. And so I'm not going to say it at all. I'll deal with it here coming up. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And, you know, I ran for office. That's not a secret. I would not leave my post as an elected official. I would be fighting verbally my position and why I felt what was proposed was wrong. And if I got outvoted, I get outvoted. I mean, that's how it's all supposed to work. It's not supposed to be, hey, the guy I wanted to win didn't win, so I'm going to start killing people. That's dangerous. So yeah, let me show you one more time. You're not going to get the best look at it, but this is what was on. Here we go. This is what came across INRID's screen. And again, I'll pull it up and read it. And I'll pull it up, read it, and show it. Actually, let me see if I can read it now. I can't get it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. You might be able to see this. It's text TAM 27 VIDP log in out of memory REM process killed process 12859 vid killed process 2970 vid out of memory killed process out of memory kill process 18399 VIC. So thank you so much for sharing that, because I'd had no idea, and nobody else would have had any idea either. My man Delta, all honor to you, all respect to you, man. I hope you're safe where you're at. Tanya, yeah, it's crazy. INRID, I totally get that emoji, whoa. I came on here because I thought it was odd. It wasn't, the emergency broadcast system wasn't what I expected. And I still don't have it over my phone. Which again, my phone's turned on for notifications. I get silver alerts. I get weather alerts. But I didn't get a test from the emergency broadcast system, and it's 3:21. So we've gone for an hour now. And I still don't have a test. So I'm going to look into all this. I'm going to look into what my man T-Rex was saying. Wow. If Corey Lewandowski and David Bossess are both at the Pentagon, that's troubling. My thing is, if it did say weird stuff, wouldn't it be everywhere? Not necessarily. This is a big country, and maybe the TV station or the TV station that INRID was watching posted the feed without reading the instructions, which the instructions probably were do not post the text. But it's, it's odd. We're going to look into it. I'm going to be back on here 10 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, which will be about 6.5 hours from now. And take a look at HR 1203, 56 Congress 2014. They say the Black people are the first people on this land, and the Black people will have their own government. Did you know? I did not know. And that's worthy of discussing. Not, that's not the point. It's not the topic of discussion at the moment, but that's worthy of discussing, and I will indeed look it up. Watching News Channel 8 in Florida. Okay. All right. Definitely odd, without a doubt. Word spreads like wildfires. Things don't seem right. We have so many social media, so believe it would be all over the place. And it may be. A lot of times I'm the first one to have stuff, and that's because of you all. That's because people notify me. Hey, man, Andrew Brown was killed in Elizabeth City just 20 minutes ago. I watch your show. I know you bring light to this kind of stuff. Will you please get on it? And I got on it, and then it spread 3 days later. CNN's talking about it. The same when somebody told me about what happened with ozone. I put out what was known, and then I backed off of that because I didn't want to say anything that could potentially be harmful to anybody. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I've stuck with that since that time. But it wasn't reported nationally until a little bit later, and then it was reported by some mainstream media that ozone had killed a police officer, which makes it look even worse than what he's alleged to have done. So it's important to get stuff out and let people decide for themselves. And this is different. This is different than when I say this, I'm saying this notification that was shared. This is different than anything I've ever seen. We must remember it's not about black or white, nor defund the police. Mainstream media can't be trusted. A lot of stuff, and mainstream media is a broad swath. The OAN and Breitbart and I think it's Newsmax. They're all getting sued for billions and billions of dollars by voting machine companies for spreading lies. So if you're a fan of those outlets, you might watch them while you can because they may not be around long. We're in trouble if the people don't know about the resolution. Black is not a noun, so it can't be a person, nor can white. We are spirits inside earth suits called bodies. None of us is anybody. Those are demons in high places inside bodies. You know what? I've never heard it put that way. But we are spirits inside our earthly suits, if you will. And I've often said, to me, and this is just to me, but to me, it's not about the pigment of the skin. It's about the purity or impurity of the heart. And I'm going to sign off for now. I'll be back on tonight at 10 Eastern Standard Time. Come on with me. I'll have a little more information. I'll have a better look. I'll give you a better look at what Enrid's screen said when the test came up. And hopefully we'll have a better idea of why, or I should say, why not? Why didn't we all get the emergency alert notification on our phone? Just a couple of people have thus far. So put down the pipe. I don't smoke a pipe, Darius, but thank you for watching. You're one of those guys that I feel sorry for, man. You got to be hurting inside. You got to be low. You got to be down because you're one of those guys that want to bring everybody down to your level instead of lifting people up. And I feel sorry and feel sad for people like that. And I pray for you and blessings upon you. But people like that, especially in comments, they leave comments about me because they want to distract from the point of the discussion because it hits too close to home or whatever. Yeah, man. See you tonight. Be on here 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And until then, I'm going to be monitoring. I'm going to be investigating some stuff that's been recommended to investigate. And we'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock on a live edition of the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Do please think for yourselves. Think for yourselves. That's why God gave us a brain, and that's why God gave us free will so that we can think for ourselves and try to be a light. It's a dark world. It may get, man, I may be on here at 10 o'clock tonight going, okay, crap has hit the fan because everything was supposed to be triggered once the emergency announcement came out. The emergency announcement's out. It's been out for about an hour now, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully at 10 o'clock tonight, we'll just be having a regular show, but we'll be talking about a lot of things, and I hope you join me. Until then, take care of yourselves. Try to take care of somebody else if somebody's in need. Share some love and peace. Namaste. Blessings. Shalom. Salam. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I love y'all.